Hello, friends and neighbors. It's me, Akiic ToDaHead. We are back with a special new series that we're going to start just in the interim until we get a new 7 Days to Die update. Per the straw poll yesterday, everyone decided to, or agreed to shelve 7 Days to Die until we get the new update, just to keep the game fresh and we don't get burnt out on it. Excuse me, my voice is cracking. As you can see, we got Grim Dawn here. Now, what is Grim Dawn? Grim Dawn is an action role-playing game. It's in early access right now. You can see down here, it's in version 0.3.3.2, beta 2.4. It is early access, and Grim Dawn is an action role-playing game intended for digital distribution only on the PC. It's being developed by the veterans of Iron Lore Entertainment. Now, if you remember who Iron Lore Entertainment were, they were the ones that brought you Titan's Quest and the expansion packs for Titan Quest. Early Diablo-esque style action RPG. Now, what they've done is, since the disbandment of Iron Lore Entertainment, the developers have created their own development company called Crate Entertainment. And what they're doing is they've taken the Iron Lore engines and the tool sets, and they just improved upon it into their own version and stuff. And so what you're getting here is an improved version of the Titan Quest Iron Lore Entertainment engine and tool set. It's the same technology used to create Titan Quest, basically, is what it is. And what they're saying is, as a spiritual successor, Grim Dawn will attempt to better perfect the magic formula of exploration, character advancement, and loot collection that was pioneered by Diablo. Wow, excuse me. Some of the major features that's going to be for this particular game. Let me just get this to load here. Some of the major features are dual class system. It allows you to combine any of the 5 distinct skill classes to create your own customized play style. So, you'll be able to dual class or dual spec, as it were. Choice and consequences. So whatever you do early game can impact the later game as well. So it gives you the power to shape the world to affect the fate of many. Faction-based questing lets you improve your relationship with different type NPCs. A handcrafted world. Immerse you in humanity's plight as you venture out into the detailed environment filled with reminders of once mighty empire on the brink of annihilation. So what they're saying is they're trying to strike a fine balance between handcrafted design and randomization. So there is a slight randomization to the world, but you'll also notice that a lot of the world itself will be basically the same, the map itself, with just different randomizations in there, different cavern places, different cave places and such like that. Named mobs and so on and so forth. Refined loot dropped. This results in less junk items to ensure a more consistent reward for hero and boss monsters. Brutal combat. The combat is brutal. It's got blood, spatters, which is normal for many combat games of this sort. But there's also dismemberment and physical-based ragdoll. You crush enemies to a pulp, blow them to bits, or send them flying over a ledge to their doom. There's many things you can do. Now, I have played this, but I haven't played it in a while, I must say. And it looks like the characters that I have all been wiped. I no longer have any characters on here. So I will have to start a new character, and we'll do that here shortly. There's 2,000 plus hero monsters, destructible environments, dynamic weather, multiplayer, recipe-based crafting, controllable camera rotation, and modding tools will be coming as well. So they will be allowing modding for this particular game. So that's Grim Dawn in a nutshell. It is early access, like I said. It's been out for, I'm wanting to say February of 2014. So it's been out just over a year, I believe. So without further ado, we're going to jump in. We're going to create ourselves a character. So we'll create a male, why not? And we will call it Akiic ToDaHead, as we always do. Now you can do hardcore as well. We're not going to do that today. We're going to do our create. And now you can do single player, normal difficulties, main campaigns, etc. But this is our character to start with. We're level 1, as you can see, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's do it. So we start in, you can see these are active quests. Now, there's a lot of places that are not explorable yet. Like I said, it's still early access. So last time I checked over here, the bridge was not accessible. It's still not. Okay, so we can't go that way. Eventually, I think this is where you're going to come in. Now, this is not the beginning of the game. This is somewhere toward the end of the first chapter, I believe is what they said. So you can see they still don't have the voice acting in. I don't know if they're ever going to get voice acting in, but I'm assuming they will. So you can feel free to read that. I'm not going to read all that this time. Like I said, I've already played most of this all the way through. So you can see there's quite a bit of damage. Let's see, you can zoom down to about that level, which isn't too bad. And you can control the map with your mouse and middle mouse button. So if you click it once, you just do the normal movements with the left click, and right click doesn't do anything. But if you click the middle mouse button and hold it, you can spin your camera around. And of course, zooming in was also done with the mouse button. So what we got over here? Anything we can go this way yet? Nope, it's done as well. So let me just spin the mouse around this way. And let's come in over here. You can talk to everybody, but we're just going to get into here right now. So this is a little welcome tutorial tips. This is, like I said, I've done this whole first chapter already once, but there has been some changes to it. So we'll explore this together. The tool tips, I won't read those, so feel free to disable those. Now, can we... So this land is all new. I haven't done this land over here. I've only done up to here. So that's the map so far to date. Then you can bring it down to your area, as you can see. So you got Chester, you got Arcrovia, Hangman Jarvis, Barnabas, etc. So let's come in here. What do we got in here? Make sure there was nothing we can explore. So this is where we got to go. So he gives us our first quests. And that's what we'll do. And of course we can't come in here yet because we haven't completed the first quest. So we can't even sell or anything. So, oh, we can sell and buy, but we don't have any money. So the first thing we got to do is we got to come over here then. Now you can see it is very Diablo-esque, as you can tell. And it's just like, if you hold shift down, you can stand and attack. Otherwise, you'll run toward them. You can see we're taking quite a bit of damage. They have changed the monsters slightly from what I remember. This is what I remember these. Okay, let's see. Can we do nothing on our right click yet? Let's just keep moving. Attack and move, attack and move. Attack and move, attack and move. Seems much more difficult now than when I had it before. Okay, so this is the tooltips again. It's just telling you that you can drag and drop your stuff onto your toolbar, but we've already have it on there as well. So let us, this is our personal rift gate. And I just lost that somehow. Let me put that back in there. There we go. So, weapon swap, map window. I don't want rift gate on there. I want... Okay, we still don't have nothing for our skills to be able to set to the right click yet. So once we're able to skill up, we can then start putting skills on our right toolbar to help with our attacks and stuff. So I'll show you that as soon as we level up. That poison really kicks our rear end. Nothing we can attack in there. Let's come over here. Okay, nothing in here we can... So you can see it's this destructible environment like they said. Not everything you can destroy. And nothing seems to be in here. Okay, there's our first level. So you can see you can now assign the skill versus the skill window. Let's just come down out of here, out of the way, so we're not interrupted. So you can do that with the S key. As you can see, now this is where we're going to pick our first class. You got Soldier, Demolitionist, Occultist, Nightblade, and Arcanist. Now, I'll let you pause after each one just so you can read what they are. And I think what we're going to do, this one, let's go Nightblade. Matter of martial weapons, but are more feared for the deadly blade magic that is secret to their trade. Maybe not. You know what? Let's go with the Demolitionist. Why not? We'll start with the Demolitionist. First thing you have to do is you have to put a point into here to be able to open up this section here. Okay, this is Flash Bling. A blinding light temporarily confuses enemies and disrupts their ability to defend themselves. Stun Jacks and Fire Strike. A deadly alchemical technique causes martial attacks to combust in the air around the enemy. So when used as default weapon attack, Fire Strike inflicts additional physical and fire damage. So we'll put one in there. And you know what? Let's put 2 in there. We'll put 2 in there. Why not? So that's our points. And now what we can do is let us right click on this. We'll make this as our primary weapon. And let's just do this as a basic weapon attack right now. So we also can do C. We got our skill points and stuff like that. We got 1 skill point available, as you can see, and we can just increase our stats here. Spirit is for, of course, your mana and magic. Cunning is your physical damage and piercing damage, and physical is your health regen and stuff. We're going to drop that bad boy into physical at first, just to give ourselves a little more hit points and regeneration. So here we go. Let's continue on. And you can hear them. So now we're going to use our new ability, primary attack. You can see that it does use some. Let's hold shift. So you can see we're doing a lot better now with the damage and killing. And it's really not taking our mana down too much. Now you can destroy this stuff as well, but we're not going to go into any of that. Nothing in here to explore. So the map itself is the same. The only thing that randomizes is the mob locations, the things of like caves and stuff, as I've touched on earlier. But the map itself is the same. Wow, I couldn't hit that one. What do we got in here? Anything? Okay, we'll go back up there later. We still got so much to explore. Okay, rotting corpse. So just like Diablo, well, it's not letting me. Normally you can hold Alt down, key binding. Normally you could hold Alt down and it will display what's on the ground. Select all, force move, quick bar switch. You do have multiple quick bars that you can set up. Drop item, center map. I don't see it there. Normally you can hold Alt down. Okay. It's, for some reason it's mapped to my Y key. Why that is, I'm not sure. I'll change that to Alt later. So we haven't been over here yet. Let's see what's over here. Okay. There's got to be a way to change that now. I got to get rid of that. I don't like that there. So it's mapped to my Y key. So right here, show items, no filter. We want Alt key. The function show items tooltip. Yes. And we can put show items tooltip to Y. There we go. That will work. So now when I hold Alt down, then we'll be able to, just like that. There we go. So we're picking up some armor as well. You can see that it automatically equips it as you pick it up. And now you can see we've also got some new weapons as well. Two-handed, we got a pistol, etc. So we'll explore all that in another episode. We've already been through there. Here comes the rain. We'll come across the water over here. What do we got? Now, as a demolitionist, you will be using pistols as your primary weapon. And we can give that a try now and see how we do with that. So let's just equip that. We'll equip that as our primary. And we'll give it a go here. We'll see how we do. In case you guys, those of you do know me, that you know I do prefer ranged combat over anything else. We'll come back up to this side from the other end of the map. We'll just finish exploring where we haven't explored yet. We've already been in there. Here we go. We haven't been over here. Come on, get out of there. Much better. You can hear fighting up over here. Now there was a blockage there. We couldn't go through there. Can we go into the well at all? Doesn't appear to be, no. Okay, so let's go over this way because I heard fighting over here somewhere. And we leveled again. Whoa, where you guys come from? Okay, let's take a look what we got now. We got a new weapon here. 816, 10 to 12, 18% armor piercing versus 12% armor piercing. Would lose 1 damage per second if we equip it. And this we get better armor, so we'll switch that out. So it's just like any typical action RPG. It's very Diablo-esque, like I said. And I don't know if any of you played Titan Quest. I had Titan Quest, and it was a very, very nice game. The only problem was that drops seemed to be very, very skewed. So you'd get lots of junk, and you'd have to keep doing a lot of loot runs, basically grinding and stuff, to get a lot of good loot built up. I still have Titan's Quest, so I may play that sometime. What do we got? We got scrap. Now that's going to be used in our quest that we're doing. Oh, we got our first rare. Let's get out of the way here. What did we pick up? We've got a scrap metal saw blade of attack. Magic one-handed, does 9 to 24 physical damage. Speed is fast. 11 damage per second if equipped. And we get a 13 offense ability. We'll equip that for right now. We'll definitely use that. And we got something here. What do we got? Harbor's log. Now we can read all those log books as well, those quest books that we picked up. We'll do that here shortly. Much better damage. Look at that. Okay. Now this is where we came out of the water. If you remember last time, we've already explored this area. So we come back around to a circle, and that's why I said we explored it from the other side of the map. That way I just get all the map. I am a completionist, for those of you that don't know, so be prepared for me to go to every little nook and cranny that I can possibly get to, explore every box, as that's the type of player I am. If it's not something that you like, I do apologize for that now, but unfortunately I will not change that. You can see we're having a lot better time at it now. Let's see what else. We picked up another item here. Magic two-handed sword. 19 to 30 physical damage, 18% armor piercing. Speed is very slow. But we gain cunning and attack speed. We might save that for another time. Now you can see we require higher physical or higher physique to be able to equip this new boots. And these are those logs I was telling you about. Just like that. It adds to your quests, as you can see. So it's taken it out of my inventory, put it in our logbook, and this is our different book. So we do have another point we can spend. Let's drop that in the physique. It still doesn't quite open this up. We're missing by 1 point. And let us go to, we got 3 more points we can spend here. What do we get when we unlock this? After images burnt into enemies' retina reduces their physical. So this would do just a flashbang, and this will actually do a lingering over time type attack. This is throws an array of tiny electrical charge jacks that will temporarily stop enemies in their tracks. So this would be a crowd control type of attack. Okay, here we need 9 additional points in this category before we can... We need a total of 9 points anywhere spent to be able to unlock this next area. But if we go to next level, 100% weapon damage, 12 to fire damage, 15 physical damage. I think what we'll do is we will put 1 in here for right now, and we will drop the rest into here. And then what we can do, actually, is we click on here, right-click, we'll put stun jacks on that one. Or actually, you know what? Let's put it on our basic one. Let's just clear this selection. So what we can do is we can do some temporary crowd control as well. So if we come over here, for example, well, we got a blockage. We can't go that way. So if we find... For example, here's some. Let us throw over that way. Now so you get a basic crowd control. So those will freeze those, and you can attack something over here. It is very low right now because we just got 1 point into it as all we've got. So that should help us out being solo. Give us some basic crowd control to be able to manage. Like right here is a perfect example. You can see that it's only held a couple of them, but it still held some that we could get some crowd control going. And I missed those completely. Nice. So, looking at the time, y'all, it's about that time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode here. Let me know what you guys think of the Grim Dawn as a replacement to 7 Days to Die. Only until the new update for 7 Days to Die comes out, update 11, which should be in a couple of weeks. So this will only be a off and on type series. If, however, you do enjoy the series and you'd like to see more of it, then we can work something out into the schedule. That's not a problem. Just let me know what you think. So mash that like up button if you enjoyed the episode. That's how I gauge whether you like it or not. Leave your comments and suggestions below. As always, I do enjoy the interaction. Oh, what do we got here? Those are new. I've never seen those before. There we go. So leave your comments and suggestions below. Like I said, I will get to them all. I do enjoy the interaction. Until next time, I'm Akiic to the head. This has been Grim Dawn. We'll see you all later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.